Turn this thing off. I can't.
That's Jamie Lee Curtis getting emotional after watching Halloween fans pay tribute to her, but that's how a lot of Halloween fans are reacting as they watch Halloween Ends this weekend. Now, it did have a huge opening with over $40 million, but it's probably going to drop fast as diehard fans are dumbfounded how this all wraps up.
So here I am, a survivor attempting to share my story and find healing.
While the Halloween Movie Instagram account posted a video on Saturday of fans thanking Jamie Lee Curtis for her work in the series, presumably before they saw Halloween Ends.
The greatest final girl in the world.
Such an iconic, informative scream queen.
You mean a lot to myself and horror fans and film fans across the world.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to Jamie Lee Curtis.
I love you. We love you. Thank you.
The comments now on the Instagram posts are not quite as gushing. Halloween Ends was hot trash. What in the world did I just watch? I feel duped. Love Jamie Lee, love Laurie Strode, hated this movie. I will always support the franchise and give them a watch, but this one will never get another watch from me. I hated it. Where was Michael? The movie didn't make sense to me. Glad there are people who actually liked it, but I'm not one of them. Bummed out, LOL. I could go on. There are hundreds of comments like that. Stephen King liked it. He tweeted, I enjoyed Halloween Ends. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's, gasp, surprisingly character driven. So yeah, I'm not a big Halloween franchise fan. I've seen a couple of them here and there, but I'm not a big fan of slasher flicks in general, just because I find characters act so stupidly in them and they're very repetitive. But I did watch this trilogy because there was so much hype about the return of Jamie Lee, and the first installment in 2018 got a lot of critical acclaim. That one was decent. Halloween Kills is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but I'd come this far, so I gotta see how this thing wraps up. I assume everyone was quite intrigued by that opening sequence before the title card because it didn't involve a death by the hands of Michael Myers. And then when Corey stuck around after the opening credits, I thought, okay, what's it doing here? I was intrigued because I'm not a slasher flick fan, but I quickly realized that Halloween fans were going to be hating what was happening here because, yeah, Michael Myers is nowhere to be seen. What the movie is doing is taking you inside the psyche of someone and how they might become a monster like Michael Myers is and how society has a role in that. But I don't think that's what Halloween fans want to see. They just want to see, for better or for worse, a bunch of people being killed by Michael Myers, and that's not what they got in this movie at all. One comment said, Halloween is meant to be about Michael Myers. This movie was complete trash, ruined by making the final girl more important than the Michael Myers. Shake my head at one of the worst Halloween movies ever. But Michael Myers is a pretty one-note character. Like, I mean, he doesn't say anything, he just stands there. It's more about his presence. I think what this movie is trying to do is set up Michael Myers to be kind of like Ghostface in the Scream franchise. And that going forward, different people will wear the Michael Myers mask and kill people, but it'll be a different person for each movie. So it becomes more the persona of Michael Myers is the killer, but then it's someone behind the mask each time. But they had to wrap up Laurie's storyline at some point, and this is the way to do it. Like, they couldn't kill her off. That would have been terrible if she died. But yeah, this is the end of Laurie versus Michael Myers, so she can go off into cinematic history, and then the myth of Michael Myers can go forward, and people can kill in his name, basically.
It's a legacy that I'm very, very proud is attached to me, and one that I treat with a lot of respect. So, happy Halloween, everybody. God bless you all. Thank you, and thank you for everything.
I still give Halloween Ends a C, because I don't think it gelled in the end as well as it could have, especially when it shifts back to Michael Myers in the last 25 minutes or so. But it was a valiant effort to do something fresh and interesting with the doll franchise, and it might be setting up the franchise going forward.